Hello Cancer, and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This is the Jack and Jill Lantern Love Bonus reading for Halloween 2025. It will cover October 25th to November 2nd. First, we'll take a look at the dates that are favorable and not so favorable for love. Then we're going to get some messages from the tarot. For a complete reading, or if something should just not resonate with this one, always check your 4 major placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The links to those videos are down below in the description box, along with the timestamps for your convenience. Okay, Cancer, ready to see what's in the sky above us? Well, if you've seen the Taroscope readings that we've done up to now for this month, you know that on the 13th of October, Venus entered the sign of Libra, making romance explode. Okay, so our cosmic lovers, Venus and Mars, or Jack and Jill Lantern as we like to call them, okay, they're going to be telling us and determining for us what exactly is going to be happening with our relationships. Venus is the goddess of love, and she symbolizes and governs love, beauty, and harmony, while Mars symbolizes passion, and he drives desire and physical energy. Together, our cosmic lovers are very important to consult in order to determine what is going on with our romantic desires, attractions, and all the forces that are at work with our intimate relationships. So let's see what they're doing so we can see what's going to be happening to us, basically. Okay, let's take a look. Now, on the 25th, we have a beautiful green heart. Why? Well, Venus is in Libra, and she's going to be sextiling with the moon in Sagittarius, which is perfect for love, for relationships, for marriage. If you are single, social life will be good as well. You can meet people easily. People are going to be in a great mood that day, and if someone suggests a blind date, say yes, because even that will go well. Remember that when Venus is in the sign of Libra, it brings harmony, it brings balance, it brings fairness, it fixes relationships, it takes them to the next level. People talk about commitment and happily ever after. So if you want, that is in the sky above you as well. Okay, let's go on to the next day. Let's see what's happening. On the 28th, we have a heart, which is half green and half yellow. Okay, so who's in and who's out? Let's go take a look. Venus is in Libra, but she is squaring with the moon in Capricorn, which means that it's not a good time to bond with people emotionally. The female energies are going to have more irritability and maybe even aggression, and they're going to be very argumentative. So not a good day to bond. On that same day, however, Mars is in Scorpio, and it sextiles to the moon in Capricorn, which means that they have the ability to communicate well with the opposite sex, with their partners. Okay, it doesn't matter actually the actual gender, it's the energies that count. So could this half green and half yellow heart become all green? Yes, it could. It all depends on your partner and how well you know them and how you can manage it. Okay, there's a lot of drive to achieve something. So communication is key here. Mars also will be trining with Jupiter in Cancer, which means very strong vitality, well-being, well-balanced, great enthusiasm, a really good love for life. Okay, and let's just say that you'll be able to make the right emotional decisions, which are really important. Therefore, being able to manage this, knowing your partner, this half green heart can become all green. Okay. If you don't know them that well, tread lightly, okay? Because you don't know exactly how it's going to end up. On the 29th, we have, again, another beautiful green heart. Does this surprise you? Doesn't surprise me. With Venus and Libra, not at all surprised. Here we have Mars in Scorpio, which will be trining with Saturn in Pisces, which means great enthusiasm, decisive action, energy, and the particularity about the 29th is that you're going to be able to think rationally when it comes to your emotions, which means what? You can be grounded, you can be stable and secure and give off this trustworthy energy to your partner. So what's the result? Let's go take a look at the next day. Yeah, another green heart. Can you believe it? Okay. I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised at all because I believe in Venus and Libra and I know this effect. On the 30th of October, Venus and Libra will trine with the moon in Aquarius. This is Venus's reaction to that reliability from Mars from the day before. Love, marriage, commitments. It's a really unique aspect because Libra and Aquarius, the moon in Aquarius, they're both air signs. So it's a great time to get married. Yes, I know that the 30th of October is Devil's Night, and nobody gets married on Devil's Night, but from an astrological point of view, it's actually the perfect day to do so. Love is very reliable. There's a lot of trust, there's a lot of stability, and it's actually what you should be basing marriages on, that kind of sensation, that kind of feeling in love. Everybody's going to be in a good mood that day. It's like those days where you go out for a walk and you're surrounded by all these golden leaves, and it just feels, oh, so good. Like, just, it's perfect. People do not want any conflict. They don't want to argue at all. Okay, great day. Keep it in mind. The next one is Halloween. This is when it's time for trick or treat, right? Well, the bets are open. What do you think it is? Sorry, guys. Do not shoot the messenger. I just look at the planets to see what they're doing. If I could change it, I would, but I can't. Why? Well, Mars, jack-o'-lantern. Okay, off with his head. He lost his head. What is it? He's very hasty. He's argumentative. He gets excited really easy. Disagreements with his partner really quickly. It may come from repressed emotions. It may come from spending too much money or just being moody, and it just comes all out. So what does this really mean? Well, let's see. From a practical point of view, I'll just give you this example that I'm giving everyone. Let's just say that you're going to go to a Halloween party, okay? Because it's very common. It's the 31st. It is Halloween. You get all dressed up. You have your costume. You go to the party. You drink a little bit. Everyone's having fun. And then all of a sudden you turn around and you see your partner hugging and kissing a vampire. The wrong one, okay? You both have the same costume and oops, it happens. It's a party. Mistaken identity. But what happens, okay, because of this small mistake that could be actually innocent, the emotions that were repressed, maybe jealousy or something, are going to come up, okay? And that's when the disagreements come up with your partner. That's when the arguments come up, okay? So it could come up very easily for nothing, basically. If you're planning to go to an event in costume, etc., it can actually happen for any reason, not just for the costumes. That was just an example. In any case, if you want to celebrate, I would actually suggest to go to a party that's happening on Devil's Night, the night before. Oh, and by the way, before midnight, go home, because afterwards it becomes the 31st at all effects. Because on the 31st, it's very, very easy to trigger the god of war, okay? His head is not on straight. Let's just put it that way. It became a big jack-o'-lantern. So it happens. Okay, last day, the 2nd. Yes, it's a beautiful green heart. In fact, Venus in Libra is ruling the sky above us in this time frame, and it's fantastic. On the 2nd of November, Mars in Scorpio will trine with the moon in Pisces. This gives us willpower, courage, and really practical action. People are going to be open and tell the truth about love, okay? And that's exactly what you need to bond, what you need to have in a relationship to balance it out, for harmony, because this is Libra. This is the effect of Libra, okay? Libra is like the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and don't give me anything else, okay? And that's what actually fixes relationships, to get the truth out, okay? So, Cancer, do you like it? Just stay away from Halloween. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, Cancer, let's take a look now at the messages that are going to come through from the tarot for you for the Halloween festivities. And before I forget, happy Halloween. Okay, King of Swords comes out. Wow. Okay, I'm picking up the very first energy that's coming out is very serious, with very high standards, and can reason above all things. Okay, this is a really nice energy, actually. It's very high standards, a very nice person. Okay, and we have the 6 of coins. Sorry, 5 of coins. 5 of coins. Okay, something's happening here. There's some sort of okay, someone feels isolated in this couple. Okay, someone feels a little bit left out. Let's go see why. Is someone being a little bit too authoritative, too strict? Could it be that? Because sometimes in love that happens. You're a little bit too strict and the other person feels left out. Ooh. Well, not anymore. Look at that beautiful card. So someone might have felt that way. The sun comes out. Venus in Libra. Okay. When this doesn't actually surprise me. I'm getting it in all the readings. There's some sort of imbalance. One person's feeling okay, the other one's feeling left out or something. And look at that. This comes in. If this is the situation where there is someone that actually feels left out, whether it's you or the other person because you're a little bit too severe, or maybe, I don't know, whatever the situation is, know that the truth is going to come out, because we've got Libra here. And when Libra is out, the truth comes out, period. And this is going to actually lead you to happiness, okay? Whoever it is that feels left out in the cold is going to say it. And when that comes out, the other person is going to say, really? Well, no, that's not what I meant. That's not how I am. I'm just trying to be the best I can, you know? I'm trying to be correct and etc. And when all that is cleared, happiness, okay? Because like we were saying with these days, openness, be open to the truth. This is actually occurring towards the end, around the 29th onward, because Mercury will be entering Sagittarius on the 29th, if you saw the last Taroscope reading. And when that happens and people finally open up, that's when all the solutions come in. That's when all the reconciliations happen and the actual relationship is balanced. It becomes more fair, okay? So if that's going on, it'll get fixed. It'll definitely get fixed. You will not feel like you're being left out or the person's being a little bit cold towards you at all. Okay, there we go. Let's see what else. This one had come out first. Okay, this is the creator, or rather the so-called magician. Okay, there was some sort of simply an illusion that happened. Okay, this is all an illusion. In reality, the emotions were not missing, okay, because things were clarified. But what went on, so that you know now, actually ahead of time, and this will help you to clarify things and reach this happiness. They were actually seeing things that are not there, or this could be you seeing things that are not like that. For example, you may be the one that's feeling left out in the cold, even though I'm picking up it's more them. Okay, they were being actually alluded to think it was that way, but it wasn't. Okay, and for them it wasn't at all fair. I mean, it was a saying, well, that's not fair. What am I doing? I didn't do anything wrong. You know, and of course they absorbed it as being unfair because they were not like that with you. Okay, so you thought you were doing the best thing possible, being very correct, etc., reasoning, but they felt left out. Okay, again, you didn't do anything wrong. It was just the way that they had perceived it. Okay, so this helps to get rid of any misinterpretation and clear the air. Okay, King of Cups. Okay, your King of Cups is in the reverse because this was something that was really overwhelming for them. Like, I mean, they really absorbed it a lot. Okay, it just took them and it affected them very deeply. Okay, they were also very anxious about it. In fact, that's what led them to feel completely blocked, completely left out in the cold. Yeah, there we go. And the Ace of Swords is in the reverse because they were completely confused. But it was all a question of miscommunication, and that's it. Okay, it was confusion and miscommunication. Okay, so remember, when it comes time to talk, get it all out. Make sure you get this information across to them. Okay, make sure that you get your feelings across to them, because they're quite convinced that their love is not being reciprocated, okay, where instead it is. Okay, so make sure you get that message across because it's really, really important for them. There we go. See what happens? See that? Page of Coins. When you get it out, I was talking about getting it all out, etc. Okay, they are loyal and they're very faithful. Okay, you can really depend on them. And so they actually do need to hear this from you, because otherwise they're going to have doubts. And, you know, who wouldn't at this point? It's only natural. Okay, but the sun is going to come out. There we go. See? The sun and these two cards. When I had said, get it out in the open, make sure they understand it. Don't just say it once, but reinforce it. Prove it to them in some way. Make sure that they just don't hear you, but they listen to you, and that they're convinced. Don't leave the discussion hanging if you see that they heard you, but they didn't really hear you. You understand what I mean? Okay. And that's when the sun comes out. Okay. And this is beautiful. The sun card is like happiness, confidence, the truth, success, optimism. Okay. And this is how it should be. Okay. And then we have the Page of Swords as well. Okay. When that happens, they're going to start talking. They're going to start to chat. They're going to get inspired. They're going to come back to life. Okay. This is what's actually going to happen. They're coming back. Okay. No longer are they sad with their eyes closed and withdrawn. They're coming back. Vitality is coming back to them. Okay. And the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. They're going to get rid of the jealousy. You're going to hope so, but there was a touch of jealousy here. Okay. They're moving away from that, but what is behind it, actually, if you're wondering why they were so withdrawn, etc., they were jealous because they were feeling left out in the cold, and it could have been someone else. Okay. So when I was saying, when you talk to them and you get it all cleared, really make it clear that you really do care for them, because there was jealousy there, and we got to get rid of this, right? Because yeah, this kind of bothers people. And you don't want that to grow into something more serious. Okay. Get this across to them. Get it really across. Make sure they listen to you. Okay. And make sure they know that. And therefore you get your happily ever after. Because this time of year, this setting is perfect for that. It's for fixing things, and it will get fixed. Okay. See that sun? Confirmed. It's going to get fixed, Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. Find the words. I know you can. It's in the stars as well. Take a look at the last horoscope and you'll see that it's there. Okay? Okay, Cancer. Thank you so much for being with me. Happy Halloween. Thank you for liking, sharing, and for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now. From Angel.